How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all well. So, I don't know if you can see behind me, but we're at Hunstanton Pier. Now, the pier doesn't actually go out into the water anymore. It's all been took down and destroyed, etc., etc., all gone. But we're fishing off a wall literally right next to it, out into the rocks, quite high up off the ground. And there is a set of steps there, and you can walk down if you need to, if you get a ray or if you get something decent that you need to go down and grab. So that's not too bad. I've put a big hook pulley out on the red tip, and I've got big lugworm bait, no, not lugworm, big ragworm baits on there at the moment. And on the blue tip I've got small ragworm baits, small hooks, and sort of going for flatfish, bass and that sort of thing as well. So I'm trying to sort of target everything. I've got some squid, I've got some mackerel, stuff like that, sardines, but they're all sort of rock hard frozen at the moment. So I'm waiting for them to sort of defrost a little bit, but we're on our first cast, so I'll spin you around, cheer the rods, and hopefully we'll start getting some bites. Fingers crossed anyway. The sea is absolutely flat calm. It's literally like a lake, and compared to my last two sessions where I've been out and it's been 10-foot waves and all sorts, it's been pretty crazy. Really good rattle on the right tip. Really good rattle. Literally went. We'll spin around and have a look at that, shall we? So rods are set up here, as you can see. So we just had a really big hit on the red tip rod, which is the big baits. So that's what we want. Let's have it go again. Got me light and everything set up over here so we can see what we're doing. Come on, fishies. Can't really show you, the water will have a go, but pretty hard to see. I'll take you over to the steps and show you the steps. I'm keeping on that rod at the same time there. I hope that's not a big lump of weed or something like that. Basically, if you need to land something, you can go down there, etc., etc., and land something if you need to. Even if the tide sort of comes halfway up the steps, which it does sometimes, you can still get there and land stuff. You can even fish off the edge of this bar, to be honest, but just set up over here at the moment. So let's try and get a bite. So it looks like we've got a bite, everyone. See if we can get it live. You can almost guarantee it stops and we'll show you. Here we go. Definitely something there tapping around. Okay, let's see what we can do. Try to make sure it's still going. It's not big if I have got it. No, I missed this one by the looks of it. Shame. Well, that was a shame, wasn't it? We had a tap, 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 and that really hit it a couple of times, but didn't hook up, do we? Didn't even feel nothing there, so not good. Bait was all gone, so we definitely had bites. So got a nice big bait out there again. I've actually gone for a mackerel and squid cocktail this time, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm there about to bring in the other rod and see what we can do on there. So I've just put double squid on this one this time. It's a blue tip one. Hopefully you can see that. Might try a bit closer in instead of absolutely launching it. Gone about 40 yards, something like that. I'm going to try much closer in. I'm obviously going to be in the rocks and stuff, but could be a good thing. Quite annoyed about the bite I missed on the old red tip, because I take a bit of getting a bite in these areas. You really ought to land everything you get a bite off, really, but we'll keep going. I find it a lot easier up at Heacham to get a few bites, but down here it's definitely a lot harder. But that's why we keep trying it, and that's why we're going to try and land something decent. So this is what baits we've got tonight. We've got some nice decent rag. We've got some big old bits of mackerel, and we've got a box of squid. I think there's a bit of sardine and that in there as well. That's what we're going at tonight. We've got some of these rag all cut in half. Some will go on as nice big chunky baits. Ain't got a great deal there, but it's just left over from another trip I've done. And I just thought I'd come down and use them up and have a little go. See what I can do. So we're just putting a smallish ragworm bait on that bit. And then on the top hook, we're going for a bit bigger and a bit of squid on top as well. Just doing lug and rag on, no, not lug and rag. Squid and mackerel on the other rod. Can't get my words out tonight. Well, I've had 4 or 5 casts now. Mixture of all different baits and stuff like that. Tried a bit closer in. Tried absolutely launching it out, because I've got no wind against me tonight. There's a tiny trickle of wind just coming down from my left. It's literally like 1-2 mile an hour. Certainly nothing to worry about. And yeah, nothing's happening. We had that one bite, which is really annoying. I missed it. And nothing else has really happened. I just put them out again. I've got nice rag on one, I've got some squid on top of that one, and then I've got squid, mackerel, cocktail, and squid on its own. and nothing's just really happening at the moment. I'm giving it sort of 15-20 minute casts, and most of the time when I come in, a good half of the bait is gone. Oh, and saying that, we got a bite on a red tip. Right, let's go and investigate. So, another lovely rag going out. Hopefully we'll get something with this one. So we've had them 2 bites that you saw and nothing's come of either of them. That's really strange. They're half decent bites and then there's nothing there. I don't know if they're just little bass pecking at the baits, because that's the bigger bait rod. Pretty sure it's not crabs because I'm putting squid and mackerel and stuff on the other rod with the little 1/0s and they ain't getting touched at all, so not really sure what's going on there. All the baits are coming to the long distance rod with the bigger bait, all the bites, but nothing's landed yet. It's just now gone 25 past 11. High tide was at 11:15. So we've been here a couple of hours now. It would have been nice if we'd have put something on the bank. We've still got a little while yet. We've still got a few rag left and plenty of fishy baits. So we'll stick it out and give it a fair few more casts and hopefully something will start to happen. I think we're on slack tide now, so let's see what happens when it starts to pull the other way. Not that there's much tide pull out there. And we'll sort of go from there. I've switched the rods round now, so I've got the bigger rod going out over that way and the small hooks going out over that way now. Sometimes that works out. You switch them around. I quite often do that. So the different rigs are going in different areas. Got a few people sort of wandering past every now and again. And if they're coming home from the pub or just going for a wander. Some people are taking their dog for a walk and stuff. Chap come down on his motorbike and popped over to see me and said hello. Just wanted to know what I'd caught and he liked the setup and stuff I had. I've still got everything all lit up and the rod tips are lit up and yeah, if you sort of stand back it'd look quite good, to be honest. Everything all lit up. Oh, the blue tip just had a little tap. That's good news. Now come on. Can't keep getting all these bites at Hunstanton and not actually landing anything. Yep, here it go again. Come on. I'll let it go a little bit just in case it's a flatfish, sole or flounder, dabs, that sort of thing. Fingers crossed. I've done the trip right down the other end of the car park there, up towards the cliffs. And that night I had a couple of bites, but nothing else. At the moment I don't seem to be able to hook too much up down this end, Hunstanton, but if you go that way sort of 2 miles and round the corner, down to Heacham, you've probably seen on the channel, I've got a couple of videos and I do pretty well down there, plenty of bass. Yeah, some sessions are like 15, 20, 25 fish. You'd expect, just a bit further up the coast to be the same really, or at least, something coming out. But when I find somewhere hard like this, when I can't get many bites and I can't get something there, that sort of draws me back to, keep going there and getting, actually get something out. So we'll keep going, I'll keep trying. Hopefully I'll be coming back to camera with a fish soon. They're going to go over and investigate what was happening on that blue tip rod to see if that go again. It's gone a couple of times, but it's not going right this minute. But hopefully something's going to happen. Whoa, back in the car. Whew, just sort of called it really because nothing was just happening. I'll give it just about 4 hours Couple of hours up, couple of hours down. That's about all the water you get really. Weren't the biggest tide either. And yeah, I had 3 what looked like bites, but whether they were or not, I don't know, because obviously I didn't hook up to any of them. It could have been crabs, lobsters, I suppose, that sort of thing, but they looked like proper bites. But there we go. Strange. But yeah, might have to give Hunstanton a miss for a little while, because that's just not producing. Keep putting in the hours there, and nothing's really happening. But there's plenty of other places to go. I just thought I'd try that one tonight. It's, sort of half an hour from your house, so that's not too bad for me to get down to. And obviously I can't be too late. I've got work again tomorrow. And I'm going to be absolutely knackered by the time I drive back, have something to eat, drink, all that lot. And probably put YouTube on for a little while, as you do, because you have to sort of wind down before you can go to sleep. And then back up in the morning, back over to the workshop, working on the cars, blah blah blah, editing videos, etc, etc, etc. That will sort of just keep going round and round and round and round. And that's just how it goes. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video, if I don't see you on the beach before. Take care, bye for now.